Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Panic at the Tesco, and I don't know why I'm doing this voice. I'm just going to go to my normal voice. I'm not going to do it in a tacky version of my own accent all night. We are back. We are back with Ultimate Racing League for a live stream race. I don't do many live streams, do I? I usually do commentary, but I don't normally do it live, and the reason why is because it's very hard to compete at the top level and talk at the same time. And then someone educated me by telling me that my mouth doesn't actually have to move, and I can just drive and not talk. So that's what tonight is, right? I'm going to be taking part in this race, which I'm going to introduce in 1 minute, and only 1 minute. But I'm just going to be focused on the driving, and hopefully we can get a decent result. I'd be absolutely flabbergasted and speechless, pun intended, if I was to win this race tonight, because there's some very fast boys and girls, boys in tonight's race. There's some very fast people, and I don't think I'm going to beat them, but I'm going to have a bloody good go at it. Right, I've got an interesting strategy for tonight's race. I won't be able to tell you too much about it. We're getting qualifying going in just a couple of minutes. I think the guys are just talking amongst themselves and stuff, and you know what? I just need to send out the live stream to a few people. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. I always send out the stream to a few people. Let me just change my stream settings as well, because I don't want you messaging me on stream, because it's going to distract me. There we go. The housework is done. The house now works. We have got rid of the chat overlay, because you know what, there could be some people coming in here just to wind me up, and I don't want to even be thinking about what you lot are on about tonight. It's all about practicing and repeating every lap, the same lap time. Oh god, 1:15.6 is fast. 1:16.1 looks fast, but I don't know what lap time I can do, by the way. So that'll be the interesting thing for me here, is that I've not done a single qualifying lap. I have done a practice race, so at the very least I know what I can do in practice, and I don't want to be doing that. That didn't last long. You know what, I'm going to be very, very naughty. This isn't why I crashed, but oh, hang on. There we go. Bit of traction control, because I haven't got self-control, so we need some traction control. I don't like racing with traction control on, but there's no heroes here, and some people will just have every driver assist turned on, so I might as well join them. What else can I do to prepare in the next 2 minutes? I don't know. But Kevin, very fast there. I don't know how I'm going to stack up. But anyway, let's feel what this car is like in qualifying trim. We want that brake bias all the way to the rear, I think. But I'll let you in on what this is all about whilst I try to drive this car around. So this is what we call GrTwo'sDays, which is Group 2, GR2. This is the car I'm driving. It is an absolute machine. It weighs, I think, 1,000 kilos, and it's got something like 570 horsepower. It's got a ton of downforce, one of the highest downforce racing categories of any racing category, which means you can do things like this. Well, you can take it flat out, but I was talking, and this is why I won't be talking on the stream, because it's very, very distracting, and I need to focus on lap time. I've just realised there's one other thing I need to do before we get started, and that is just to reboot my TV. You know, I'll reboot my TV in between. No, I won't. I'll do it now. I'm just going to reboot my TV, because sometimes power saving kicks in the middle of these longer races. Alright, there we go. The TV's reset. So we're just doing all the admin work before the actual racing and everything starts. So, as I was saying, tonight's race, 39 laps. It's an endurance race. We have to use the hard tyres for 3 laps, only 3 laps, and then we can use whatever tyres we want for the rest of the race. It's not a massive fuel saving race. We should have almost enough fuel to last the full race. Maybe a little bit of fuel saving here and there, but it doesn't need a lot. What else is there to say? Damage. Damage is on full, meaning that if you have an accident, your car will remain damaged and you will have to pit and get new parts. That's particularly dangerous around here, which is Brands Hatch. You know what? I don't like claiming it's a bug, but I think my car handling is wrong here. I had more grip than this in practice by quite some margin. Like, it doesn't want to turn through there at all. Either that or I've been practicing with the wrong settings. It's probably the latter. I mean, that wasn't a good lap time at all, but I have been in the mid 116s in race spec, which had a little bit more fuel on board. Okay, we're already a bit faster. I was going to say, we had a little bit more fuel on board in race spec and a bit of tyre wear as well. In race spec, I was going faster than that lap I've just put in. We've gained a little bit of time. We're not troubling purple sectors here though. But as I said, when we get into the qualifying, which will be any minute now, I'm going to cease talking. I might talk to you down the straights or just say the odd word here or there, but it is going to be a much quieter stream, and it's much more about the driving than my sarcastic comments this time. Okay, it's all about focus. Look at how hard these apexes are to hit. I've got to be so accurate to throw the car into these apexes like I just did there. Right, so I don't want any distractions. Okay, these tyres are handling better now. Maybe the tyres were cold on the first lap. The car's feeling better now. So, yeah, and that's an example right there of why I don't talk. Right, I mean, that's just gone 5th fastest with that lap, and I think I can do a lot better than that. I think I've probably got another 3/10 in me, so that'll put me 3rd. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to challenge Kevin. Kevin is the master of these cars, from what I've heard. I've never raced against him, but he's pretty quick in these machines, from what I've heard. Matty seems to be pretty hooked up in these cars as well. I've raced Matty quite a lot in the main championship on Sundays. The main championship's coming back soon, by the way. The first race is this Sunday, but I'm not in it because I am doing the London Marathon. You're welcome to come and donate for my fundraising to the marathon. Just go on some of my old videos. I've got a link on it to there. I haven't got the link on it on this video. Yes, come and check out my fundraiser. I'm not actually doing a marathon. I'm not running the marathon, but I'm covering the distance of a marathon, walking it, which is hard enough. It's still one marathon more than most people have done. Anyway, I won't be talking about that during the race because I've got to focus. And I tell you what's really annoying, out the corner of my eye, is that my phone's just ringing. And it always does it when I'm live on stream. It's like people just don't pay attention to when I tell them that I'm on stream. I mean, thanks for the people who come and watch. That's the right paying attention. But there's people who just don't bother, like, don't read my message and then come and start bloody phoning me when I'm on stream. Anyway. I'm just getting my rhythm together here, and this is a reason why I don't want to talk, is because this track is all about rhythm. And I think I've found it here. Rhythm is a dancer, and I can't dance. Sturpan going wide, me nearly following. Just starting to feel what the car's like in qualifying trim. It's not giving me a huge amount of confidence through turn 1, through Paddock Hill. Sturpan getting all out of shape there, so that's a personal best though through sector 1. That is the line through there. We both ran wide on purpose. Better exit than Sturpan there. And qualifying will be very important because how, you know, if I had to get past Sturpan here, how do you think I'm going to do it? I'll tell you, it's not going to be easy. Well, actually, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to wait till he runs off the track. That's brought me close to him. But you see how hard it is to pass. So in the race I'd have a slipstream on him here, but in qualifying we have slipstream turned off. Yeah, I was trying quite hard there to take that just a bit faster. I've just noticed that Midas, oh no, I thought Midas had actually gone faster than Kevin, but I was reading that wrong. I was reading a 15 and it said 16. So, I think we're just a bit late starting here though. Normally we are starting at quarter two, and it's 5:02. We haven't started, but not a problem. I guess it does mean that I get to talk a little bit. I really wish I'd got my glasses, then I'd be able to see the track a bit better. Does that count as an excuse? I didn't have my glasses. I might pop outside between qualifying and the race. They're in the car outside, in one of my cars. I think they're in the BMW. I practiced without my glasses on and I felt fine, but my eyes are starting to sting just a little bit. Anyway, also, can I turn the volume up somehow? Nope, that's as high as it'll go. Yeah, I could just do with the volume being a bit higher as well, because I can't quite hear my engine quite as loudly as I want. I do like the noise to be right in my ears. I like to be deafened by it, because I can just hear the tyres screeching, and it just tells me, basically, if I'm okay. I mean, 5th at the moment, it's not so bad in practice. It's all about whether these guys can put in the lap times when it counts. Same for me as well. It depends whether I can put in the lap time when it counts. Just looking at what the wind's doing, because that affects the handling of these cars more than any other class of car. And the headwind down the back straight should mean that I should be able to really attack the fastest corner on the track, which is the right-hander after the Cooper straight. It's surprising that Paddock Hill Bend, turn 1, is so difficult with that wind. But that could just be me, it could be something else, who knows. Let's just go out again. But the thing is here as well, this is the hardest track to drive a full race distance. Ah, we're waiting 2 minutes for someone. Okay. So what I was going to say is, this is kind of the hardest track to string together a whole race distance. Another reason why I don't want to be talking when I'm on the stream is, yeah, just 39 laps of this without making a single mistake. I made a dozen mistakes just then. Enzo has gone past me, by the way, which is also interesting. So, car does kind of want to do that. I've got dirt on the tyres though. Yeah, it's got a bit of dirt on the outside shoulder of the left tyre there, and yeah, didn't want to turn in. For the race, I have got an interesting strategy. and it'll be quite a boring strategy to watch on stream. I will say that. All will be revealed. I'll be able to talk about it whilst I'm driving later on. So, you really got to trust that curb there. You've got to whack it and hope that it doesn't rip the steering wheel off you. I don't know who this is. Oh, actually the person behind me on track is Kevin, the fastest guy of all of them. And Smith didn't even know what car we was driving this weekend today, and has just gone faster than me. So that's annoying. But we will get qualifying started any moment soon. I obviously have to start these streams on time. And then if the guys don't start on time, well, que sera, sera. I was really trying to attack that braking zone. That oh, didn't notice that. Oh, that's Manos. Oh, I thought it was Kevin. Well, anyway, those who have followed me for long enough will know Manos, because when I started racing in this league, Manos was one of my main rivals. He was always a lot faster than me. I'd like to think that I've improved. Let's see whether we can give him a good race. But Brands Hatch, I think Brands Hatch is kind of like the Nürburgring in a way. It's a track where you're always taking a risk. There's no margin for error here at this track. If you miss an apex, you're probably going to spin. You see there, Manos has had one. As we enter the Cooper Straight, I've no idea if we're waiting for anyone else. We've got 12 of us. We can have a maximum of 16 in the race. But I don't think we've got 16 people who are confirmed on the attendee list for tonight. Wow, that's going to give me dirty tyres down here. Yeah, that's dirty tyres, alright. 16.4 is my optimum, so it's just giving me information again what my sort of pace is about. I'm not really here to win tonight, but I'd be happy with a solid midfield. You know, it'd be good to beat Smith and or Enzo. I know Smith's one of the most consistent guys out there, so I don't think I've ever seen him have an unforced error. Like, well, okay, I've seen him miss apexes and stuff like that, but what I mean is I've never seen him, like, just spin it off the track for no reason. Enzo, on the other hand, let's not say. My optimum's just gone down. I'm going to concentrate down here. Didn't help. This is more like what I'll be talking during the race though, just down the straights. Let's settle in now. That was good. Concentrating. Ah, we've got Damien. Thank you for joining the stream. Who's that having an accident in front? Enzo! Told you. And that's Brian in front, I can tell. Recognise his roof. So Enzo's just giving everyone just a few minutes, I think, to settle in. I need to really concentrate through there. It's not as fast as I've been taking it in practice. I think the wind, tailwind, that'd be why. Getting my rhythm now, though. Car's a bit unsettled through that apex. There you go, that's how you take that. So difficult through there with that wind. Beautiful. Wind is helping in the final sector there. We're starting. Qualifying is underway in 8 seconds. Here we go, guys. 13 of us. Ten minutes to decide the grid order. Very important here. It's a track where you can't overtake, not easily. seems quite a bit darker than it was earlier. I think that's just because, well, it's earlier in the day in the game. No wind as well. The wind's very light now. I want Damien to be a little bit further ahead prior to me starting my lap. And everyone just getting a bit of space. I don't know who that is behind me. I think it's Panos. Good lap so far. Focus. Missed apex. But that was perfect. Slightly late on the turn in. Currently in second. Wow. Damien's holding me up. Unforced error from me. That was sketchy. Excellent. Come on. Come on. Let's do this. Please no penalty, please. I lost time. I've lost a lot of time in the last sector. I bottled it. It was a faster lap though. This lap's gone. There's just a few corners I needed. I needed to do that. Come on, Chris. That start of that other lap was freakishly fast. Going to ruin the next lap. I've only got one more chance. No, I've got two more chances. 1:15.7 is my optimum. If I could pull it together, it'd be pole. Fifth would be nice. But I want more than that. That's the kind of exit I need. Oh, I only got one more lap. My maths was awful. Concentrate, man. Come on. Come on, please. Just want to improve one place. I don't think I did. No. It was a faster lap. Only a 10th off pole. How is that for close? Look at that. 0.0. 7 seconds from first to third place. That is possibly the closest qualifying session I've ever taken part in, and I needed that last lap there. That lap was a 1:59. Sorry, 1:59. A 1:15.9. I'm in the second place of the GTR GT500s. I don't know if it's a good car or not, but well, the second of them on the grid. So yeah, I'm just going to go get my glasses, so I will be back in a moment. I'm back. I am back with my glasses. Let's give them a wipe. Adrenaline is pumping a little bit from that, gotta say. So, just looking at the gaps between people. That's tricky. We've got Panos and Manos. I'll swap a P for an M. I've out-qualified Manos, which is nice. That's always nice. And Smith and Oz as well. So Smith definitely driving the wheels off that thing. So I'm going to put hard tyres on. We need to use the hard tyres for 3 laps. They are the slowest tyre. My strategy, which I will now reveal to you, so I'm going to do the 3 laps we need to do on the hard tyre. I'm then going to pit. I'm not going to put any fuel in the car at all, and I'm going to put soft tyres on. Doing this will allow me to put in some rapid laps. The tyres won't last very long, but if I can get 10 laps on the soft tyre at high speed, then I mean, actually I'm just looking at the lap times again. Oh, I didn't do a 1:15.9. A 1:15.9 would have actually got me, like, yeah, top 3. Matty, congratulations to him. He's surprised me there. Not that I didn't think he was quick or anything, but yeah, didn't think he was going to be beating Kevin. And Kevin's underperformed a little bit though, because he was a lot faster than that in qualifying. In practice, he was 15.6, so would have been in a league of his own compared to all of us. But we don't know what strategy everyone's going to be on here. So there's my strategy though is I'm going to do 10 laps on the soft tyre once I've got rid of these hards, because you can't pass easily round here. So it's about survival. This is about not getting into any silly contact with people or battling or anything like that. I don't know if we have a grid start here or a rolling start. That'll be... Oh, please not a grid start. Oh, I think that's a normal start, a rolling one. Yep. Thank God for that. So I'm going to have to watch my mirrors here though, so hard. So hard. This is going to be tricky. Enzo's had an accident already. Unlucky, mate. I made a mess of that corner. Very respectful from us. I would have tried to take the tighter line through there and survive one more lap. These tyres are a bit more up to temperature now. Sorry, I got a wiggle. I got a wiggle. I got a hard tyre GR2 wiggle. Yeah, these hard tyres are hard work. Onto the softs, no refueling. So now the question is, are these guys going to hold me up? I thought that the pit lane was a lot longer than it was. More people pit. They've gone mediums. Interesting. Well, I got past them. I think Brian tried to give way to me or something there. Because he sort of, I wasn't going for the pass, I was just chilling. And he was just really wide and slow on the exit. But I've got a clear track now. This is where they need to make the strategy work. Fast laps now. Manos pits as well. Some different strategies going on here then. Good laps, good sectors. Right, Manus didn't pit, it was Midas. They've all got the same bloody name! Manos getting all out of shape in front of me. This was a good sector. Manos sliding a lot. Oh, I didn't know he was pitting. Sorry for the contact, Midas. Whoever, no, Manos. I didn't know he was pitting. I was trying to tuck right behind his rear wing. Matty must be on softs. I need to be going faster than this though. Matty's absolutely smashing me. Wow, Kevin was fast on those fucking hards. Sorry for the language. This will be where my tyres start to struggle. Yep. Starting to go. Seconds to Osman. As soon as that gap starts to go up to Osman, that's when I pit. Matty's doing the same strategy as me. .5 to Oz. To keep that gap to Matty as well. Matty gaining a little bit on me. Oz is now pulling away slightly. This is my target lap for the pits, but I think I can extend one. Yeah, I'm gonna extend. I don't want to come out in traffic, that's the problem. I've no idea where I'll come out of the pits at the moment. Me and Matty are on the same strategy here. I'm in net lead over Matty at the moment. Ah! Oh! Shit. He took that a lot slower than me. I will give the place back. Fuck's sake. Sorry, Oz. I am sorry, Oz. Where is he? Oh, I can't really give it back because I think he's taking... Where is he? I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. But, yeah, I was just caught out by the difference in speed that we take the pits at. Wasn't intentional. Actually, oh, he's not behind me. He's not behind me. Otherwise, yeah, just go give it back. Anyway, I need to focus now. Tell from my driving, I've become distracted by my own thoughts now. Oh no, unlucky Enzo. Nice move, Tidders. go. A bit overtaking from myself. I'm still feeling a bit crap for whacking Oz. I don't think he lost a huge amount of time from it. And it was an accident. I didn't know what speed he was going to go in the pits. I just went at my speed, which is evidently a lot faster than his. But I also didn't know he was on hards, which is probably why his speed was slower than mine. Need to focus again now though. So 33 seconds to Matty, that's what I need to keep an eye on. That was a bit dodgy. There's a 3.3, you gained 0.2 on me. Oh, first mistake. $34.2 now. I'm not sure how you give a place back if they overtake you in the pits. Oh, Oz's quit, I think. Is he the car in the pits? I need to concentrate on my driving, but I'm going to be in a bit of bother, but I mean, how can I give a place back then if the guy's quit? I think Damien behind me must be on softs. focusing on getting good exits. I've got a tiny bit of fuel on my side here, because we've got 18 laps left and I've got 18 laps of fuel now, halfway around the lap. It's all just about getting good exits. Oh, he's got a great exit though. Not good enough, but it was a good exit for him. Oh. He's done well to gather that up. Need his tyres to start going. I've lost time to Matty. But I should have stayed in. He wouldn't have lost any places. Well, he might have lost one, but I would have obviously let him back past. If it's any consolation to him, the guilt is slowing me down. It is, because I'm thinking about it instead of driving. That was terrible. So fuel-wise, I'm back on fuel now. Back on fuel target. Lapped car in front, I think. And it appears that damage isn't on high. Because I would have had to repair my car. I wonder if Oz thought it was on high as well. I don't know. gotta hope Damien's on softs, because they will start being a problem for him soon. He's not hustling me as much as he was. I've gained on Matty. Exactly on my fuel number. That was sketchy. Just behind Kevin. Stefan's got past. Stefan could be about to eat me up here. Damien was on softs. Stefan was the guy who put it on third place on the grid, didn't he? It's all about just be fast out of the corners. Getting pissed off. I know, mate. I am parking it on the apex, that's why. I'm allowed to. I'm not blocking you or anything. Well, fair enough. He didn't spin me around or anything. I lost the back end of my own then. You like weaving these Greeks. Unforced error, that was my... Well, he'll be laughing. He'll be laughing. The important thing is I kept it out of the barriers. One place lost, one place gained. What? It's off. Damien's gaining on me fast. car's getting really hard to drive though. Really hard. Concentrating again. Gap has stabilised to Damien. Checking the fuel situation as well. The car will start feeling a tiny bit better with the light fuel, but there's no grip on the front end now. Lost tons of time there as well, half a second. He's taking a second out of me on this lap. Losing the back now as well. Rear left's gone. gained a ton on me here. And ran out of fuel across the line. Woof! Yep. I can't be happy with that though, because well, Oz must have quit then because he... Oh no, he's there, he's still in! I'm confused. I am confused. I drove the whole race thinking I'd made him rage quit. Ah! Well... Oz, I'm sorry, and... yeah, I'll just talk to him after the race. I want to watch the replay, but it was... Oh yeah, if you drive into the back of someone else at that closing speed, it's always your fault, right? So I'll save the replay anyway, just in case. I am going to wrap up because I've got to get some stuff ready for work tomorrow. It was a bit of a quiet stream from me there, and I hope it was just then the driving made it dramatic, and if we ignore that ugly incident, I'm hoping that, you know, everyone can say that that was a fun race to watch, and it was fun for me. It was the fun ones are always where you finish it shaking like a leaf. I finished that shaking like a leaf. I had to really try my hardest there, and I did. I tried my hardest. I did my best, and you know, I'd be giving myself a solid like 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for that incident. Anyway, let's get going, and I'll see you next week, and we'll be back for some commentary and other stuff. And be sure to check out my live stream on Saturday when I do the marathon. Thank you, and good night.